Welcome back as we get the second half started here. Giants will be kicking off to the Lions and hoping to get a quick stop so that they can come out and try to even up this game. Sproles takes it out. It's cut down short of the 20 out of the 19, and they have a real chance here to make this a two-possession game. Breeze in the gun. Ball is snapped. Fires out to Welker. Huge grab. Out to the 42. That is an explosive start to the second half. Woo. Nice grab. Breeze drops back. Almost sacked, but he does get rid of this one, and that is caught by Josh Cribbs. Two enormous plays, and they are making a statement here. Starting off their own 19, and within 2 plays at the Giants' 24. Wow. That is how you come out, start a half. There's no way, barring a big mistake here, that they don't make this a two-possession game. That is exactly what the Giants were hoping to prevent. Looks like they made some good halftime adjustments here. Instead of playing conservatively, Breeze has come out with 2 splashy plays. Hand off to Sproles, immediately brought down. Loses 3. Yeah, I know you can't abandon the run, but Breeze has the hot hand right now. Let's let it fly. Second and 13, Breeze in the shotgun. Ball snapped. Fires. Watson has it. That'll make it 3rd and 7. And now in the red zone. Let's see what they can do. Shotgun. Ball is snapped. Breeze has time. Fires. Caught by Cribbs. That is a first down inside the 5. Nice grab, nice throw. Graham in motion. Sproles gets the handoff. Ducks around a defender into the end zone. Touchdown. Only took a few plays. Took a couple minutes, and the Lions explode down the field. Get into the end zone. Make this a 14-point game before the Giants can even see what's going on. Yeah. The fans don't know what hit them. Great drive from Detroit. $14-point game. Yeah, only 2.8 yards per carry for Darren Sproles, but he's had a big impact as a receiver and getting into the end zone. And I hate to make any guarantees, but since the winner of this game is hosting the Rams, and the Rams have had fairly soft matchups by hosting the Eagles at home and then dealing with the kind of fluky Saints. I am not sure that as an analyst, I believe the Rams can do it. I'd like to see a good game and have them maybe prove me wrong, but I can't shake the feeling that the winner of this game will be your NFC representative in the Super Bowl. Nice run from Jackson. 2nd and 3. The Rams just haven't impressed me that much all season long. They didn't win a very strong division, and they didn't beat very strong teams on their way to the championship game. Hand off to Jackson, brought down for no gain. 3rd and 3. Ryan drops back, fires out to Preston. It's a 1st down. 1st down out at the 39. They keep this drive alive. Hand off to Jackson. Weaves his way up the gut. That looks like a 1st down right there, and it is. It gets out to the 50. 10-yard pickup from Fred Jackson. That's a nice run. Collins in motion. Fake handoff, play action. Tosses it deep. Caught by Manningham out to the 5. Brought down at the 4-yard line. Huge play. They really bit on the play action. Great toss by Ryan. Great catch by Manningham. Really well executed. Yeah, their defense let the Lions have their way with them on that opening drive, but the offense clearly came into the second half with a plan because they are moving the ball way more efficiently than we saw in the first half. Pitch out to Jackson. Brought down for a couple-yard loss. All right, halfway through the 3rd. Ryan in the gun. Fires. That was scary. That was really scary. They could really use a touchdown here on 3rd and 6. But, take a field goal any day over what that almost turned into. Ryan in the gun. Ball is snapped. Takes off running. Sacked. Patrick gets to him. Not sure if they record that as a sack or a tackle, but what was that? Just immediately took off running. Not sure if that was by design or what, but kind of head scratchers. They'll have to settle for a field goal here. Again, that's 2 times now in this game where they've been set up right inside the 5 by a huge catch, and they can't capitalize. Field goal's up nevertheless, and it's an 11-point game. Rodgers-Cromartie takes it out of the end zone, across the 10, across the 15, out to the 18, I would guess. 19. Breeze hands off to Sproles. 5-yard pickup. Now the only thing the Giants can't afford by any stretch right now is a touchdown. Another touchdown from the Lions just widens this lead beyond where it was before and makes this really tough on the Giants. A field goal is not by any stretch good, but not unmanageable after the Giants just demonstrated their ability to move downfield. Best, however, very obviously, would just be a stop right here. Sproles gets brought down for a 2-yard pickup. So they really need to get the Lions off the field, get their offense back on the field. Keep closing the gap. Breeze in the gun. Fires. Hartline has it. First down out at the 36. Breeze drops back, fires, intercepted by Bethea. That is a huge, huge game changer for the Giants. Absolutely necessary. Giants get it back to the 41, short field, gotta strike hard. This is your chance. Ryan fires, caught by Ginn. That is a first down and a fumble. Wow. Whew. Recovered by the Giants. That was almost terrible. First down at the 31. Ryan drops back, fires out to Breston, who picks up 6 there. Shotgun. Ryan has time, tosses it out. Almost intercepted, tipped away, 3rd and 4. Really don't want to settle for another field goal here after that gift from Drew Brees. Ryan fires to Jackson, who can't get there. 4th and 1. They'll need to take a field goal. Giants are just having the toughest time converting in these really critical situations. Whether they're set up by big catches or by turnovers, they're really struggling to get in the end zone. They did once, but just a lot of field goals. Kick us up and good. Wasn't a very long attempt. Alright, it's now an 8-point lead. Disappointing thing is that, disappointing for the Giants is that it could really, really easily be a tie game right now. They were given 2 situations in which they really should have gotten in the end zone. Lions fans have to feel really fortunate. Sproles takes a knee. They'll get started out at the 20. Breeze in the gun. Receiver in motion. Ball is snapped. Fake handoff to Sproles. Lobs it deep. What's this? Overthrows his receiver by quite a bit. Cribbs wants a flag. He's not going to get it. Hand up to Sproles. Couple yards. Alright, 3rd and 8. This is a big opportunity for the Giants. I don't know if they'd go for 2 if they were able to get into the end zone now, but if you're only scoring these little bits at a time, you have to hold the Lions in place. Breeze in the gun. Fires out. Caught by Cribbs. I think that's the 1st down. Yeah, he got it up to the 30. Time running down in the 3rd. Let's see if we get a playoff here. Looks like we probably will. Ball is snapped just in time. Fires. Whoa, wide open. That is not okay. Just a huge gap in coverage. Sucks the air out of the stadium. The Lions move down to the 35 as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, heading into the 4th. Lions threatening to expand their 8-point lead. Alright, here we are. Heading into the 4th quarter. The final game of this divisional round. This looks like it could be a nail-biter. Breeze has time, fires out to Cribbs. These receivers are finding too much room. You got to tighten up the defense. Both of these last 2 plays were wide open. Out of the 20, Lions in the red zone now. It's only an 8-point game. You can stomach a field goal, but a touchdown would be pretty devastating to the Giants. Darren Sproles with a handoff up the gut. Oh, he will go unchallenged. Touchdown, Lions. Oh my God, what a total collapse in defense. Sproles charges up the gut, makes one guy miss, and he's home free. Man, let's watch this replay. Yeah, granted, he made a good move in there. He got some good blocks, but just how free he was to just charge 20 yards into the end zone there. That is unforgivable for the Giants. Seems like just as their offense is starting to learn how to play, their defense is forgetting. Extra point's up and good. And yeah, just as I said, this might be turning into a nail-biter. Yeah, the Lions have opened up the lead to 15, which is more than it even was to start the second half. The Giants are in worse shape now than they were a quarter ago. Right now both teams are scoring, but the Giants are dealing in field goals and the Lions are dealing in touchdowns. The margin's just going to widen. Giants returning it out to the 18, looks like 19. This could not be a more critical drive for the Giants. Touchdown or bust, I think. Lions don't look like they can be stopped by conventional means. Kenneth Jackson immediately swallowed up, loses a yard. Oh, gains a yard, I guess. Didn't look like it to me. No huddle. Ryan in the gun. Fires. Oh, almost intercepted. Batted down. Nice diving swat. Great defensive play. I guess that wasn't really almost intercepted. That would have been a freak interception, but still, gotta watch where you're throwing if you're Matt Ryan. A turnover, well, really at any time, but especially at this place on the field, could really spell doom. Ryan going deep. Intercepted. Just as I say that, Matt Ryan throws his third interception of the game. He has now thrown 3 interceptions tonight after throwing 5 interceptions all season. Lions get it back at their own 39. Fairly decent field position to widen this 15-point lead. Breeze drops back. Sacked. At least that was from his blind side. Looked like a cornerback blitz, too. That wasn't quite as just groan-inducing as some of his earlier sacks were. He was pretty clearly caught off guard there. But man, when they say Matt Ryan can't produce in the playoffs, they mean he cannot produce in the playoffs. This is starting to look eerily reminiscent, if not as devastating, as that Falcons-Packers game from the Packers Super Bowl winning year. Sacked again. That's 2 sacks in a row on Drew Brees, 3rd and 25. At least the defense is showing up. Yeah, with Ryan, just that year, they were a high seed, #1 overall seed, had a bye week and came out in a home game in the divisional round. Just got flattened with a bunch of turnovers. And here, Matt Ryan led his team to the #2 seed in the NFC. Just getting rolled over by turnovers. Breeze tosses it out. Great stop. Unfortunately, that burned like a minute off the clock, and the Giants need every second they can get. At least the score remains at 15. The defense keeps the Lions from capitalizing at all on the turnover with a 3-and-out, with a couple huge sacks. Really been well, no, I shouldn't say that. I mean, that was a great showing by the Giants defense, but they've been pretty porous this half, allowing 2 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter. Well, 1 in the 3rd quarter, 1 in the very early 4th. Really, it seems like when one side of the ball is functioning for the Giants, the other one is malfunctioning. And I'll just switch back and forth. There's still enough time for them to win this if they turn it on both sides. Jackson gets flattened, loses 4, no huddle. Matt Ryan in the gun. Has loads of time. Not sure how I feel about that one. Preston almost brought that in, but that was pretty demanding. Receiver in motion. Ryan has it. Keeps it up deep. Oh my god. That was very, very nearly another interception. What are you doing? It was right off his fingertips. Yeah, way overthrew his man. That was almost straight into the hands of a defender. 4th 14 from the 22. They'll have to punt. And this is again, shouldering the entire weight onto the defense. You have to not only stop the Lions, but do it in a timely fashion. Roger Scarmati returns it out to the 35. Really, their best hope is to force a turnover. Receiver in motion. Breeze drops back. Fires to Welker. Makes a grab. Picks up a couple. About 4. Out to 2nd and 6. In the gun, Breeze fires out to Watson. That's a first down across the 50. Across midfield, clock keeps rolling. It's not what the Giants need. Breeze drops back, fires out to Graham. He picks up a good amount of yardage there. It was about 5. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that when the Giants eventually get this ball back, they will have definitely no more than 7 minutes left on the clock. Potentially quite a bit less if they keep moving it. That's a flag. That's in holding. Okay, that's good for the Giants. It'll move them back a little bit. Fortunately, the clock keeps running. Welker in motion. Breeze has it, fires out to Cribbs. That's a first down. Clock keeps rolling out to the 35. Past the 7-minute mark here. And already in field goal range. And what would make this a 3-possession game. Breeze stands up to Sproles, up the gut, picks up about 7, 2nd and 3. Yeah, the Lions are just having their way with the Giants here. Slowly chipping their way downfield. Burning a lot of clock. Not running into much resistance either. Doesn't even really look like they're fighting for it. Shotgun. Breeze goes for it all with this one, throws it out of bounds. Not sure there was a need for that. I kind of liked what they were doing with this slow, chippy stuff. Took a risk and stopped the clock. Looked like they got maybe a little over eager to put him away. 3rd and 3. And this is a big time conversion for the Lions. They can keep this clock rolling. Yeah, they can pretty much put this one away. Breeze fires out to Cribbs, out to the 10, out to the 5. Ooh, wow. Okay, out to the 1 yard line. Clock keeps running. Lions at the 1 yard line. It's pretty quiet here in the Meadowlands. This looks really bad for the Giants. Defense needs to make a play. Hand off to Sproles. Stops him. Still at the 1. And 3 trips to the red zone. The Lions have 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Yeah, there's not really a way to paint this picture in a positive light. Even if they prevent the touchdown, it becomes an 18-point game with 4 minutes and some seconds left to go. Breeze hands up to Sproles. Touchdown. Touchdown, Lions. And that will probably just about do it. That was an amazing, fantastic drive for Detroit. Burned off like 4 or 5 minutes of clock and then capitalized it with a touchdown. That is fantastic football. And they now have a 22-point lead if this goes up. It's up and it's good. Giants fans kind of looking at the end of the road here. We would be looking at a major miracle if the Giants managed to make anything happen here. Giants get started at the 16. Ryan just takes a short drop. Caught by Manningham. It was a bad throw, but Manningham managed to go behind him and pick it up. No huddle. Ryan sacked. Huge loss. Redding gets to him. He loses 7. It's in 3rd and 14 from their own 12. And Matt Ryan's starting to lose his composure a little bit. Unfortunately, he just really didn't have it throughout the season, you know. This is the story of Matt Ryan's career. You know, Matty Ice all the way through the regular season, then gets to the playoffs and just chokes it away. Big time. Almost sacked again, manages to get the ball out that time. Stops the clock. That's really all you can say about that. Wonder if they'll go for it here. Kind of have to, but it's an ugly situation. Now they'll punt. It's a nice high punt. Rogers Cromartie out to, ducks around a defender, crosses the 50. The Lions get started in Giants territory. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Yeah, not seeing how this one's going to work out for New York. I think fans are starting to leave already. Breeze takes a drop. Fires. Bad throw. Not a really well-designed play. 2nd and 10. I think you can really start focusing on running now. Alright, so presumably we'll be seeing the Lions hold on to this lead, barring any sort of extreme miracle. And that means that your 3rd-seeded Lions will be moving on and hosting the St. Louis Rams in the NFC Championship round. Like I said, I'm concerned about the St. Louis Rams, especially after this display that the Lions have put on. Granted, a lot of the Lions' ball movement can be attributed to turnovers from Matt Ryan. So, by no stretch do I give the Rams no chance. In fact, I think the Rams, with a pretty potent offense and not too much to speak of on defense, should lead to a pretty high-powered game. I think the Rams, if they're built to take on anyone in these playoffs, are much more equipped to take on the Lions than they would have been the Giants. So I think the Rams are happy to see this matchup. Meanwhile, in the AFC, we'll obviously be seeing the Jaguars visit the Bills after that big win over the Texans. So they are going for a field goal here. Seems kind of unnecessary, but alright. Up, and you make that? Good. They make the long field goal, and it is now 41-16. Here we were entering the 4th quarter to be talking about a possible nail-biter ending. Just a complete collapse by New York here. They had a couple opportunities to climb back into it after that rough start, and they just failed to capitalize. So as we brace ourselves for this championship weekend, I can't help but shake the feeling that we have 2 pretty dominant teams in the Bills and the Lions. If I'm picking my favorites, getting gets out to about the 21, I am saying that we will have a Lions-Bills Super Bowl, and I really have no idea what would happen there. However, if I'm picking one of the teams that I think is more likely to be upset, I'd say the Jaguars have surprised me a couple times now. Caught by Preston. Killer grab out to the 30. It's a little late to be doing that, though. 3 interceptions on the day for Ryan. That's just, the story of the game. Neither quarterback having a great day, but, Breeze got it done. I think I would be less surprised to see the Jaguars in the Super Bowl than I would the Rams, even though I do believe the Bills might be a better team than the Lions. I just think the Jaguars might provide a bit of a more fierce challenge. Pitch out to Jackson. Doesn't really gain much ground there. 2-minute warning with 29. And this is very interesting because obviously the only 2 teams left in the league with any money at stake are the Bills and the Lions. And Preston makes a catch. It's a nice grab at the 16, right in the no huddle. I think that it's kind of interesting that it worked out that we may very well see that money prize come down to the Super Bowl. No huddle. Giants are moving the ball real well right now, but I think the Lions are kind of just in wrap-up mode. It's too late. This is garbage time. Let him play for pride. He's got time. Fires. Manningham can't bring that in. Minute and a half left here. Second and goal. Ryan fires. Caught by Greg Olsen. There's your touchdown, New York. Okay, calm down, Matt Ryan. You're losing by like 20. Yeah, I'd comment on wondering where that was earlier, but really I think that it's just a product of the Lions not really caring at this point. There's no way to come back from this. They're still down 18 with a minute and a half to go. If you think about it that way, it's a 3-possession game with a minute and a half left. Well out of reach. Really an interesting game. The Lions did show a lot of signs of life, but they were also gifted a lot of momentum. And I do wonder if the Rams will give them the same thing. And even if they do, and they were to make the Super Bowl, I would be very concerned. Wow, did the Giants recover that? Giants recover the onside kick. All right, we'll see a little more offense from them. Nevertheless, I have a hard time seeing either the Jaguars or the Bills, who have been more careful with the ball, giving the Lions this kind of free momentum. Manningham out to the 40, already in Lions territory. So the Giants will have a little more fun. Shotgun. Fires deep. Overthrows his target by quite a bit. Yeah, and I'm, sorry to the Giants, but no matter what you do here, I see no logistical way to win this game. No matter how much you make the score look a little better on paper, it doesn't change how ugly this game was. Ryan going deep, out of the back of the end zone, I think. Oh, wow, was that caught? I don't think that was a touchdown. Apparently it was. Touchdown Giants. Alright, points raining down here. Extra point up. And with a minute left, it's an 11-point game. Yeah, it's still not happening. But Lions can't just get on the bus. They need to at least kind of show up here. See another onside kick attempt, I'm sure. Okay, that one was recovered by the Lions. Alright, Lions out at the 33. We will see the Giants try to rely on their timeouts to generate any sort of last hurrah here. See what happens. Flag. This in holding. Then move the Lions back. I'm pretty well out of field goal range now, for whatever that's worth. Hand off to Sproles. It's a pretty big run there. Timeout number 1 called out at 33. Yeah, there's much more being made of these last 2 minutes than really needed to be made. I'll admit I'm caught a little off guard, but no, there's still no way. It's 1 first down, and it's officially over. Half to Sproles. Oh, almost there. 3rd and 1. Second timeout called. 1 yard is all that separates the Lions from hosting the National Football League NFC Championship game. Sproles, there you go. First down, the Lions will advance despite some last-minute heroics. The Lions will host the conference championship. The race for the $60 grand prize is still alive. And you will see the St. Louis Rams visit Detroit for a chance to advance to the Super Bowl. Drew Brees will take a knee. And that'll wrap it up. Well played football game from the Lions. Took advantage of everything that was handed to them. Capitalized. Put up 41 points against a usually very good Giants team. Clock will run out here. And yep, story of the game was just the turnovers. Just so many turnovers. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Lions will move on to the championship game. You will see Nomel's Jaguars take on Rabbits Bills in the AFC Championship game. And you will see George Selby's Rams take on Tanja's Lions in the NFC Championship game for a chance to advance to the first ever National Football League Board Super Bowl. Like I predicted early out of the first quarter, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie is your player of the game. 2 interceptions, including that crucial pick 6, set all the momentum the Lions' way, and we will see you in the conference championship round.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.